Hola amigos, it's the NRW Nerds Rule the World here for another infamous trailer reaction. I got my pal Heather to give you our thoughts, our vibes, our feelings on these upcoming projects. First one up I have for you, Heather, is from Bleecker Street. We've seen a few Bleecker Street projects. This one is called Treasure. You ready to check out Treasure?
Sure. I think I've seen this one. I think this is one of those that randomly went up by my feed that a lot of people are looking forward to. So.
Okay. I don't know anything about it. We get all these lists in and all right, we'll check this one out. Here we go.
Sure.
Ruthie, I'm so glad to see you.
Dad, what happened?
There was problem with suitcase and nice man stick.
No, in New York at the airport.
I went to McDonald's for the hunger.
David went to Warsaw to see.
This is my daughter, very famous in New York.
No, I'm a journalist.
Yes, for the rich and the famous.
I talk to famous people. That does not make me famous.
What Jew goes to Poland as tourist?
You and Mom never talked about the past, so I wanted to see where you grew up.
I couldn't sleep. The bed was so lumpy. It's good for the sex, but not for the sleeping.
Dad, don't.
Today we go to Warsaw Ghetto Wall.
I really don't think this is the Warsaw Ghetto Wall.
Ruthie, the wall is a wall.
Say the cheese.
Cheese.
The cheese. Stop derailing this trip.
It used to be full of people this time of night. Before the Germans forced us into the ghetto.
What you and your father do this trip, it is not easy.
Ruthie, if you want to see my old home, I'll show you the house.
Dad, what's wrong?
That teapot and even those cups belong to my mother.
Dad, why do we have to leave?
You know, Jews were murdered when they went back to their old houses.
The teapot is yours, which means it's important.
Clearly, you have none of the common sense.
What is so funny? What is so funny? We used to be a family. Then it was just you and me. And now, it's just me. At Mom's funeral, you said Mom wouldn't want us to cry. We didn't cry.
But you can cry if you want to.
All right, that looks like a tearjerker and a half, Heather.
Yeah, it reminds me, so Geddy Lee of Rush has a biography out. And he goes into as much in depth as he can about his parents who are Holocaust survivors. And a lot of what you saw kind of reminded me, we listened to the audiobook version of it, so and he narrates it. And a lot of what you just saw in that trailer is what he actually talks about in his book. This is going to be heavy for a lot of people, especially people who have living or who had living family who are Holocaust survivors. So, or survived the Holocaust or who were lost in the Holocaust. My guess you can call her my step grandmother was a Holocaust survivor. She's living and thriving. So it's one of those where the stories you have a lot of stories that are very, very similar, and it's very sad. So
yeah, do you think you'll watch it?
Probably. I'm not as I don't have as hard of a time watching those stories because I feel like, once again, this is for everything. When it comes to minorities of any flavor, I think you should learn about the past, and you should see how other people represent themselves no matter what. So if there's a story that can tell you a perspective, you should watch it. That's literally everybody. I think that for everything. So it's interesting to see perspectives and to hear perspectives. So yeah, I'd probably watch this.
Yeah, I'm very curious to check it out. Stephen Fry, Lena Dunham. Yeah, I just know I'll have my tissue box ready because I'm an empath and your boy's gonna be crying. But I'm very intrigued. I like, not that I like, but I enjoy listening to. I like and enjoy, same kind of word. It's just because it's such a sad movie. It's like I don't like people being depressed and everything, but sometimes it's good to go through those emotions and feel and understand, like you're saying, to understand what people went through and be compassionate, have a heart, and just know people's stories. And this looks like a very interesting one, and one I'm very intrigued about checking out. So Treasure Y'all from Bleecker Street. If we get a chance to check it out, we'll probably drop a review. But if you're checking it out, if you're super hype about it, let us know in the comments below. But there's our vibes. There's our feelings on Treasure from Bleecker Street. Heather Hurt, your boy KP, hit us up in the comments below. Let's talk all things Treasure. Peace.